Okay, hello everyone. My name is Dini Asyfa and I'm from Matsum University, third semester, majoring in information system at Matsum University. So today I'm going to talk about one of Disney's most fascinating and emotionally powerful fantasy movies, Maleficent. This movie is not just a retelling of the classic tale Sleeping Beauty, but a complete reimagining that changed how we see so-called village. In this review, I will talk about plot, the character, visual effects, and of course, my personal opinion about this film. General information. Maleficent is a 2014 fantasy film produced by Walt Disney Pictures and directed by Robert Stonebridge. The movie stars are the incredible as Angelina Jolie as Maleficent and Elle Fanning as Princess Aurora. It is inspired by Disney's 1959 animated classic Sleeping Beauty, but instead of focusing on the princess, this version tells the story from the point of view of the villain, or rather, the misunderstood fairy Maleficent. The movie's genre combines fantasy, drama, adventure, and romance, and it runs about 97 minutes. The film was released in May 2014 and became a box office success, grossing 750 million US dollar worldwide. Wow. Okay, next I will talk about the plot summary in this film. So, the story begins in a magical kingdom called the North, a peaceful and beautiful land full of fairies, magical creatures, and nature spirits. Maleficent is a young fairy with powerful wings and horns. She is kind-hearted, brave, and protective of her homeland. One day, she meets a human boy named Seven. Even two human and uh, Even two humans and fairies are enemies, they become close friends and later they fall in love. However, as they grow older, Stephen becomes more ambitious and greedy for power. When the human king tries to invade the Moors but fails, he promises his turn to whoever can defeat Maleficent. Stephen visits Maleficent under the pretense of friendship, but betrays her. He cannot bring himself to kill her, so instead he cuts off her wings, and while she sleeps and brings them to the king as proof of victory. Heartbroken and full of rage, Maleficent turns into a dark and vengeful fairy. She builds a throne, the forest, and becomes the very protector of the Moors. King Seven later has a daughter. She is Princess Aurora. Maleficent forces the baby to fall into a deep sleep on her 16th birthday after picking her peanut on a spinning mouse spinner. Only true love's kiss can break the course.
Before the sun sets on her 16th birthday, she will prick her finger on the spindle of the spinning wheel and fall into a sleep like death. A sleep from which she will never awaken.
The princess can be woken from her death sleep, but only by true love's kiss.
As years pass, Aurora grows up in the forest, raised by three clumsy pixies who are supposed to protect her. However, Maleficent secretly watches over her and gradually grows fond of the girl. Aurora, innocent and pure-hearted, calls Maleficent her fairy godmother. Maleficent realizes too late that she has cursed someone who is innocent and doesn't listen to someone. She tries to revoke the curse, but cannot get it. When Aurora finally pricks her finger to fall into eternal sleep, Maleficent brings Prince Philip to kiss her, but doesn't work, because their love is not true love. In a heartwarming twist, Maleficent herself kisses our forehead with pure love, but the love of a mother figure, and Aurora awakens. In the end, Aurora forgives Maleficent. They defeat King Cedar together, and Maleficent's wings are restored. Buffy's end, the Moors and the human kingdom finally united in peace with Aurora as the new queen. Okay, and the last visually Maleficent are is stunning. The CGI effects and production design are breathtaking. The world of the Moors looks magical, piled with glowing flowers, colorful figures, and mysterious creatures. The costume design, especially Maleficent's with gown and hornet headdress, adds a gothic yet elegant aesthetic. The cinematography uses a lot of contrast between light and darks. The bright, warm tones of earlier scenes versus the cool, shady tones of Maleficent words. This visual storytelling beautifully symbolizes the battle between nonsense and bitterness side. Okay, in my opinion, Maleficent is a masterpiece that combines emotion, beauty, and meaning. It's not just about magic or fantasy, but about humanity, about love, pain, and forgiveness shape who we are. What I love most is how the film changed the audience perspective. When I was younger, I always thought Maleficent just an evil witch. But after watching this movie, I learned that every story has two sides. Sometimes people who seem are actually featuring the trials of or misunderstanding. And last, the soundtrack, especially One Sheep of a Dream, sung by Radcliffe, adds a hauntingly beautiful tone to its perfectly matched and the dark emotional atmosphere. If there's one thing I could say about this film, it's that it teaches us empathy to look beyond appearances and understand the reason behind someone's action. Okay, if you haven't watched Maleficent yet, I really recommend it. It's a magical, emotional, and inspiring movie that's will stay in your heart for a long time. So this is for me. Thank you for this review. See you